The new PvP game mode just got shown on the Guild Wars 2 Arenanet stream, and it looks pretty good. Yeah, sure, the map looks a bit scuffed because it's obviously made out of reused assets and it's not finished, but the mechanics of it and all the things that they put into place to counter some of the negatives of this game mode seem to be very, very well thought out, and seems to be like they're gonna work out to make this game mode better and fun. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content, and let's get into it. So you can see the game mode right here. The devs are actually playing against each other, which I think is very, very cool. And you can see how it works. You know, you have this little node that right now is being contested, so it's not moving, but as soon as one person from whatever team stands on it and there's no one from the enemy team standing on it, it will start moving towards the goal of that team, right? And once it gets there, and you can see, you know, what the red teams finish line there, here, and the blue teams finish line there. Eventually, when you get there, you win the game, right? But there's also a time, right there, 6 minutes left, and if that goes to the end, you know, to 0, the actual person, the team that has the node closest to them will win. And it's actually very interesting. They actually said that, for example, let's say that in this case the game mode was actually, you know, it was gonna end right here. If, for example, blue captures it, it has it captured, but the timer goes to 0, they will not actually lose instantly until it gets contested. They will not lose, which honestly gives us a little bit of comeback potential. From, hey, you have 0 seconds left, you are very close to the middle, right? And you're like, oh my god, I killed everyone. I just go into the node and I pull it off and get it to my side and I win. Right? I think that's actually pretty cool, and makes it way more interesting, right? To do. Now, of course, if the actual winner team has the node, you will instantly win because there's no point, right? But yeah, I think that's a very cool mechanic. Now, there's a few things to talk about how the node works that are very, very interesting. First of all, whenever it's contested, it'll actually give you a stack debuff that will prevent you from healing more, and of course also, well, it's just gonna make you that every heal that you get from yourself it will be less useful, it will be less powerful, right? And the same thing, you're gonna get more incoming damage the more you stand on it while it's contested. This is because they don't want everyone to just bring a lot of bunker builds that just have a lot of life and healing, and they just stand there in the circle forever and win, right? That sucks, right? So keeping this debuff there, I think is a great idea to actually prevent this, right? There's also some bonus objectives. You can see them on the map. They are the Swords from Eternal Coliseum, and they'll give 25% damage to the team that picks it up, but it will not give you the stomp. What's the word? In Eternal Coliseum, whenever you get this buff, you will stomp someone. You will kill someone, and you'll just instantly stomp them, right? In this case, it will only be the 25%. Right? Also, it's kind of nice that they have those little structures here, so you can do a little bit of kiting, a little bit of jumping puzzle. I think that's something that's very important from Conquest as well, so introducing players to this is very, very good. And I think, honestly, this is what I really like about this game mode, is that it's simple, right? But it still has some things that make it, you know, make you understand Conquest a little bit. You understand how the node works, you understand how kiting works, you understand how you're gonna team fight, right? You're gonna be team fighting along a lot of the time. Now, sometimes you're gonna have like these little skirmishes. For example, there you could see that Arrow is actually killing September there and Feline outside of the actual team fight, which is actually very interesting. And I wonder if that's what's gonna end up happening a lot in the game. Pulling people out of the circle, killing them outside, not preventing them from joining in there. I think that's actually very interesting, and I think it could be very fun. And I'm really hopeful and really interested to see how the meta is gonna end up going. And we're gonna see this on Tuesday when it actually releases. Well, not releases, but we have the first beta. So I'm very interested in it, and I think it's gonna be very good. Now, they talk about a little bit of the iteration on the process and why we're getting it now instead of when it's actually finished. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday with the other PvP video we made for the first reveal of this, and you can definitely go check that out. We talked a lot about other games systems like this, game modes like this. So you can definitely go check that out. But they talk about a lot about, hey, you know, Stronghold was made by the team by themselves. They didn't get any beta feedback. They just did it. They thought it was gonna be fun, and once it released, it wasn't. And they don't want that to happen again. They want us to be here in the process so we can say, hey, this part of this is very fun. This part is not really fun. And they can decide on what to do with it instead of putting all the effort and losing it at the end because it just flopped, right? And I think it's a very good idea to do this. And I'm very excited to see where it actually leads us. Hopefully a good place, and I think it has the potential to be a very, very fun game mode that is not as complicated as Conquest. You're not going to be thinking, oh my god, I need to go to this bonus objective, or I need to go to this other node, but not this one because I'm too far away from that one, and there's too many. Like, you just go to the node, you're fine, and the bonus objectives are very close together to the actual node as well, so you just get them when you're closer to them, right? Which I think is super, super good, and actually something that I would like seeing a bit more as well. We'll definitely see what happens. Especially if we get more game maps for this mode, it would be more mechanics like the sword here that happen around the node. Maybe some potions, maybe some, you know, a buff of more damage that appears every X seconds that it happens very close to the node and you can go get it. Maybe some big damage OE or something like that. Something that keeps it, you know, more interesting, a bit more different every time you play it, because I think it could definitely be something that ends up being very very monotonous. It's always the same way, but because of the kiting and the way that this works, I think it'll probably be okay for now. We'll definitely have to see, but I'm very excited for it. I think it'll actually be a very good stepping stone for the actual Conquest. I don't think it's gonna replace it. I think it's not really complex enough for that to be the case. But it's very exciting to see it as well. I think watching this kind of games, seeing where the little node is, and and seeing them move and being like, oh my god, they got it, and they're moving with it, and they're getting a lot of advantage. It's very, very fun to watch. It's very, very fun to play with it, and yeah, I think it's gonna be a success. And I'm very excited for what's gonna come next, and I hope that it comes out very soon. I really hope also that they, whenever it happens, because it's probably gonna be in unranked, they give a good amount of rewards for unranked, so people actually get incentivized to play here instead of ranked, because ranked is way better because of the pips. So we'll definitely have to see. But I think overall, I'm positive about it, and considering that a lot of people don't like Conquest, I think this will be a good option for them. There you go, but that's it. That's all the information we got now, and we gotta play this on Tuesday. So go to my twitch.tv, Darren Sudes, to watch me live whenever this comes out. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my go to my Discord to see all of our events we do. And yeah, see you guys around. Love you all. Bye bye.